Hey, family, welcome back to Laugh, Gags, and Gossip. We are here for another show, so let's get into it. Hey, y'all, welcome back to another video with Laugh, Gags, and Gossip. Now, let's get into the mess. Hey, family, welcome. Jump in the comments and let me know you're here. Thank you for coming. So today we're going to be talking about, which everybody's been talking about it all day, the fact that the Academy has banned Will Smith for 10 years. 10 years, family. Are we thinking that's a little bit excessive? I mean, 10 years, like for a smack, you know, especially given the fact that for most of his career, he has been a stand-up guy. Like, I just think that's too much. So I heard about it. Hey, Heart of Inspiration, thank you for joining. So I'm kind of new to this. You're more than welcome to come up. I can drop the link. Let me know if you're interested. I'm still kind of learning to navigate, but I thank you for coming. I appreciate you coming. What did you think about them giving him banning him for 10 years? That's excessive, and I think it's ridiculous. I mean, of course, the smack was bad. Hey, Tiara, Shaka LaBelle, I know you as Shaka Khan. Hey, Mama, thank you for joining. So yeah, I'm posing the question to you guys. Exactly. Let me try. Okay, so you guys have a little patience with me, have some grace with me as I learn to get through this. So I'm gonna drop the link, and anybody that wants to come up, please come up. Would love to have co-host tonight for sure as I navigate through all this. So let me copy this to the board and putting it down here. Okay. Hey, my internet boyfriend is here. AT2. No, you guys, that's my mentor. He's been teaching me behind the scenes, helping me get better with this. So if I flub up, we just gonna blame AT2. No, I'm doing much better. My numbers are improving. I'm getting more comfortable. So anybody out there that I work full time, so I know it's not a great excuse, but sometimes I just don't have the energy. By the time I finish working, I'm too tired to try to figure out all this YouTube stuff. So AT2 has been very instrumental in helping me with some things that I need to get up to speed with. And I'm just going to say, if for me, I'm not a person who likes to be in front of the camera. So having him just give me that positive reinforcement and give me some positive tips has been wonderful. So check him out because he's definitely given sessions, and his prices are very reasonable. So Heart of Inspiration says, hey, Tiara Latrice Show and AT2. And Tiara says, honey, take it one live at a time. You're doing great. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. But I'm an introvert, so being in front of the camera is just not my thing. So it's just something that I'm trying to get used to. But yeah, somebody come up, please. Somebody come up, because I definitely want to have this talk about the fact that the Academy has banned him for 10 years. Like, are you kidding me? I could see maybe two. Honestly, I was thinking it was going to be something like maybe 3 years or something like that. But 10, I think that's excessive and ridiculous. I don't see anybody joining. Heart of Inspiration said, that's amazing. Great job at AT2. Hey. Okay.
Hey, what's up?
I did it! Yay!
You're doing good. I want to let you know that you're doing good. Trust me, there's people that's been on this internet for a long time and they claim to be experts at, StreamYard, and they don't know what they're doing. So you're doing great.
Oh, I appreciate it. I'm glad that I was able to even add you. AT2, and I'm not even gonna lie about it. I've been trying to be blue in the background like you. I even got a blue light here.
Oh, really? You gotta shine it like in front of you.
Huh?
The light gotta be in front of you.
Oh.
Yeah. So like, you know where your desk at or wherever you're sitting, you should
Uh-huh.
put the lamp in front of you and then have it shine on you like that.
Okay, I'll try that next time.
Yeah.
What like they say, you can eat an elephant one bite at a time. So I'm taking one piece at a time. So
Right.
what do you think about the fact that the Academy has given Will banned him for 10 years?
You know, oof. I think 10 years is a long time. I think, for shit, by that time, he gonna be 60 something. Like,
Right.
I think he learned his lesson by then, like 3 years or maybe 5 years at the most, but I think that's a long time. I mean, he can still be nominated and stuff. However, I don't think they're going to nominate him because like if he's not there to accept it, it's kind of like, what's the point of nominating him,
Right. Yeah. That's but the fact that he resigned, I know earlier in your life people were saying that he should appeal it. Can he even appeal? Well, I guess if they've rendered a decision that he would be able to appeal it even though he's resigned, what do you think?
I'm kind of confused on the rules on that because I'm thinking like, okay, like, will he be able to appeal it or like? Well, I mean, no, because he said he respected it. He already put out a statement and said he respected it, so obviously he's fine with it.
Yeah, but for how long? I mean, if that's really going to mess up his money, like how long do you think he's going to be okay with it? Because if he's banned, do you think that's going to block projects and stuff?
I think if it's supposed to be like an Oscar nominated movie, I think definitely that will block his blessings. I don't think people are going to want to because it's all like, okay, well, if you can't get no Oscar, like, I don't care about you being in like this kind of film. I think, maybe he should do comedies and stuff like that. But other than that, I don't think that, studios are going to be willing to work with him if it's not going to get that Oscar buzz.
But it's okay. So the Oscar, is that like the gold standard internationally, globally? Because can he go to like, because you know how they have those Cannes Film Awards or something? Can he go to other areas or other countries and still make films if he's not going to be
Um,
here?
I think him being a black actor, well, I think he's one of the ones that transcends, but him being a black actor, I don't think they're going to have him go international. I don't think, no.
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 But for 10 years, like I really wonder how this is going to affect his new movie projects because they've shelved some. Now the fact that they banned him, like I wonder if that's going to impact, like are they going to say, okay, well, we won't work with him for like 2 years, or is this a done deal? Like everybody's just, is he really blacklisted now? That's what I want to know.
I think most people were trying to see what the Academy was going to do before, moving forward. I think now that he's just suspended or whatever, if it was supposed to be like an Oscar nominated movie, then I can see them pushing back and be like, okay, we're going to take somebody else. But, Bad Boys 4, I don't think that's going to ever be nominated for an Oscar. So I think, definitely they can go ahead and proceed with that.
What do you think some of the projects that they could just, instead of like necessarily being like the big budget films, that they could just go straight to streaming, like straight to Netflix or something like that?
Well, that was one of the projects that was shelved, a Netflix movie.
Yeah, but I mean, so if they put all this money in there, you think they just gonna table the movie like it's just gonna be shelved? Because people are still gonna watch it.
I think if he was a betting man, he should probably let them. He should probably let them replace him as the lead actor, and then he just gets his executive producer credits and stuff like that for at least like a year. And then like I said, we forget things fast. We'll probably forget
Yeah.
about this next month.
Yeah, I think in about 2 years, just like with Chris Brown. Remember, everybody said he was canceled, and then
Mm-hmm.
he came back. So I think that maybe in about a year or so, that it'll start to wane, and then people are going to want to see him come back. But I'm just gonna say, for me, I'm not watching. I'm not watching the Oscars anymore because I think it's ridiculous the way that
Yeah.
they're treating
I'll
him.
I'll be honest, I never watched it. So
I didn't either.
real as there or not,
I didn't
I
either.
I ain't gonna watch it.
So Heart of Inspiration said they might take him overseas. See, that's what I'm wondering,
Mm,
if he can start a career, or because in other countries, our American actors and artists are very much celebrated. They don't turn their back on people like we do here. You know,
mm,
the Tia Latrice show says, well, he is being halted on certain projects, but Will has the ability to turn some things around in time. I think so too. I think with
right.
the right team, you can always, and because he made a mistake, but he's still a great actor.
Yeah. I'm on team Chris Rock. Whatever Chris Rock want to do, I'm with him. So whatever Chris Rock say he want to do or should think happen, I'm with him.
Okay, so have we heard whether or not Chris Rock is actually really suing him?
Oh, the someone had posted had sent me a super chat, and they let me know it came from a similar website that cited media takeout. So
Okay.
come on
Okay.
now.
I know, but a lot of people, I've been seeing a lot of things go on saying that, Chris Rock is going to have his day in court, whatever that means. I don't know.
If media takeout is your source, don't worry about it. It ain't true.
But you know what, though, AT2, you have to admit that was $1 billion slap.
Oh, definitely.
That
Definitely. Where's my neck brace, by the way? Like,
wait, you want me to give you a virtual slap?
right. I'm telling you, I would have fell down, started slobbering, going through convulsions and all that.
Hey, Heart of Inspiration, thank you for joining us. And I always love your perspective. So jump on in.
Well, I got a hot take. I think he can make a real comeback if he bust out this Dubai place and divorce Jada.
Ooh. I like it.
So you think that divorcing Jada will shift the public opinion about it?
Absolutely, especially after these different clips have now resurfaced. It's funny to me to watch non-melanated YouTube and they're all like, oh my God, these are brand new. And I'm like, yeah, we been had this. Like we been knew this.
Right.
So which I'm happy actually they all resurfaced because now when I do my rebuttal as to why she's a narcissist, here it is. But yeah, but all of a sudden now, non-melanated YouTube is all like in a tizzy. They're all like, oh my God, look at Jada. Look at how terrible, look how broken he looks. I can't believe she said she didn't want to get married. I can't believe she said that being pregnant ruined her life. You know what I'm saying? Like they're bringing up everything.
They're saying she bullied him in that video clip where
she did.
Yeah.
Did you see what? And I'm going to be putting this in my video, but did you see how he like grabbed his arm? He had the one arm and then he grabbed it with his other arm, right? Across his body, one arm hanging down, one arm across his body. And I thought, that's my son. You know what I'm saying? Like that was a child. The grandbabies will do that. When they're uncomfortable with answering a question or something, or they know they've gotten in trouble.
When was this?
This was in the one where she was recording him in the kitchen, and he was like, I wish you just wouldn't just hit record, And then she keeps taunting him and then says, oh, you see, I'm still putting up with foolishness. And then she turns the phone back to him and he's like, Jada, social media is my bread and butter. I wish you wouldn't do this. I'm in my home, da-da-da-da-da. And it was when then she could, in the background was just like, ugh, it's not that big of a deal. This is why don't you just say, did she help us heal some of the wounds from before? Well, evidently not, because you clown.
Right.
And when she said that again, or she said, say something to Esther or whatever, and blah, blah, blah. And then he put his arm across his body and grabbed that other arm. I said, this is a child. She's reduced him down to 9-year-old Will. And then she turned the camera back on herself and was like, such Esther on join us on the Red Table Talk. And then just to be spiteful, she turns it around so that he ends up in the background in the shot.
Yeah, she didn't respect his boundaries at all.
She don't respect
cancel
him.
Jada.
You said cancel Jada?
Yeah, cancel Jada. Get her out of here.
Okay, so Heart of Inspiration, I want to give a shout out to you because in my live, I mentioned something that you said previously, like, was this like a humiliation ritual for Will? Was he embarking upon something really big and they're trying to shut him down? So that was a point that you made.
I questioned it. However, God, this is another hot take. Some of the movies he's made has been a little bit embarrassing anyway. So I don't know. I'm less about this being a humiliation ritual just by how it all went down. It wasn't like he was standing up there, I don't know, like accepting the award. I don't know. It doesn't feel that way. Some people would say that maybe it's karma getting it, he had a karmic debt to pay, but I don't know.
Yeah, I thought about that too, about Viv. And did he, because I just remember little rumbling.
Yeah.
Did he blacklist her? Or
he did.
Okay.
Yeah. This might be his karmic debt because he basically publicly humiliated her and then made it sound like she was like this angry black woman and was wilding out on the set and stuff like that.
And wouldn't that be interesting? Because he tried to atone for that recently with her, but still, look how it's flipped now. Now he's the one.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
right. I know that Janet Hubert did, because I posted it. She did come out and support of Will, so she is on his side.
She is, but some people are saying that she got paid to say that. I don't know how you could blacklist me and then all of a sudden I'm on your side.
He had her in the Fresh Prince reunion or something, didn't he?
Yeah.
So
that reunion special.
Right.
So maybe she's thinking that there's some financial benefit at the end of this, or that he'll write it out and he'll give her other projects.
I don't. Aunt Viv don't strike. The first Aunt Viv don't strike me as a woman that would do that.
Okay.
I think she genuinely felt like she wanted, for her, it was probably more of a situation of, okay, now you see how it feels. All right, cool. I ain't gonna kick you when you're down because you paying anyway.
That's true.
So go ahead.
Sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead, baby.
Okay, so the other thing I wanted to talk about was the fact that in the midst of all of this, yesterday, Jada, everybody knew that they were going to make the decision today. And Jada posted something about Ketanji. I'm probably saying her name wrong. I need to be looking at it. But our new Supreme
Ketanji.
She posted a congratulatory message on her IG. I thought that was odd because your husband, you have been radio silent other than to throw him under the bus. But here you are congratulating this lady. We're hearing that your husband is in rehab in Dubai. And I know it's simple. It's just a congratulations. But really? Because everybody's looking at what you're saying.
AT2?
I think, she should have been focused on her husband. I think, if she's going to be radio silent, she should stay radio silent. Nobody wants to hear anything that Jada has to say. I think, she should have went on Twitter and just hit that retweet button. I think that would have been the best. You know how you go on Twitter and you just retweet something? Right. I think that would have been best than her actually making any kind of statement about anything that had nothing to do with her actual husband and his situation.
Yeah, listen, he's not there. He can't be her supply. If he is in rehab and in Dubai, he said in his book that he loved to go to Dubai because of the time difference, that there was no way that home could get in contact with him. So if that's in fact where he is, he went there for a reason.
Ooh.
That's I don't want to talk to you. That's leave me alone. You've caused me enough problems. Um so that to me just is another showcase of how much she does not care about him at all.
Yeah.
She does not have the capacity to care about him.
Right.
Yeah, because you would think that if she had to say anything, it would be a show of support for her husband. Like, we're standing strong together. None of that. You sit up here and say, I don't need to be defended. Everything that she said was negative and anti what he did.
Right.
Mm.
Let's keep it real. Got a hot take. She's hot in the thing.
Okay, let's keep it. Will come up to cause all of this will lead to a divorce. People are living for it, so it will be a great distraction.
Yeah.
I can see that.
Just because they're black doesn't mean they're about the right thing.
I don't think anyone's intimating that just because they're black. We were just talking about him. Yeah, he does need his peace. I agree completely. He absolutely needs his peace.
Right.
But Heart of Inspiration, since he is married, don't you think that a spouse during this, unless he wanted to go alone, don't you think that his spouse would be supportive? Oh, should she not be there?
Well, you're talking about somebody then that is regular. Like if anyone has ever dealt with a narcissist, which probably a lot of people hasn't, but knowingly, but if you're dealing with a narcissist to that level that she is, with the narcissistic abuse plus the abuse that he suffered as a child and the other traumas that he suffered as a child, he went there where he knew she could not follow and she could not reach him. Okay. And she knows well enough, even if she's not a narcissist, she would know well enough not to go. I gotta believe they talked about it.
Right.
So if she really wanted to have him somewhere close where she could honestly be a supportive wife, I'm pretty sure there's a bajillion of, celebrity places in California.
Let's Keep It Real says, I wasn't saying it like that, ma'am, about you all. Don't take it personal. No.
Oh, okay. No problem, honey. Sorry about that.
It's all love over here.
It truly is.
We just, yeah. Nobody.
Yeah, I don't think nobody was taking it personal.
Yeah, no,
I
not
think
at
it's
all.
harder to convey words on a, by typing than your voice. Click the link. That's why you gotta click the link, and we won't have these problems. Now,
no, it's a one big family. Keep it real. It's one big family. I like your avatar, by the way. That's dope.
Yeah. Keep it real. Come on and join us so we can hear you too. Because you are always very active.
Because you sound like you got some good takes on it.
Yeah. But yeah, I think it's just really like what I wonder about is who is actually there supporting him, because I feel like at this point he's kind of out there alone with so many people against him, and now he's gone abroad. Like, really, where is the support system? Jada's mother, she's supporting Jada. His mom, I don't think she's over there with him. So who is really rallying around him to say, you screwed up, but we still love you, and you didn't kill anybody.
He needs to be by himself.
Okay, that's what Keep It Real was talking about.
And Keep It Real, I'm with you 150% on that one, but it's not my channel.
No, go ahead. You just speak freely.
I'm with you 155% on that. As far as him being by himself, there's sometimes, darling, especially when you're going to have to go through the deep healing he's going to have to go through, you got to be by yourself. You can't have anybody else with you. You cannot. Okay. Because you're not going to get the healing.
Mm-hmm.
That's deep.
But I think you made a comment, Heart of Inspiration, maybe in one of your lives. And I think we talked about the fact that I think Jada and August are still communicating, because her message, the first message that she posted was it's a time for healing. And in his cryptic, crazy message, he repeats the same thing about healing. I feel like there's some synergy between them. and something going on, because what's all this healing they keep talking about? Both of y'all broken. Y'all ain't healing ish. You making it worse.
Right. I feel like people have this sense of like they want to be all spiritual. I think everybody and their mama thinks like there's some kind of spiritual guidance, and like, you know, they rub berries on their private parts in their armpits and think they're a part of the earth.
Right.
I think, you know, if you don't have any kind of spirituality, I think you should really stay away from it. You know,
Yeah.
I feel like people say it's a time for healing and I need to give my energy and feel the vibes of the earth. And I don't want to hear all that shit. Just tell me what's going on, damn it. You know what I
they
mean?
don't even know what they're saying when they say it. They can say it,
Right.
but they don't even ask someone who is spiritual. They don't even know what they're saying. But you didn't even talk about the thirst trap darn picture he posted first. You didn't see the thirst trap picture August Alsina posted, girl?
No.
Child, he didn't have no shirt on.
When?
This was the next day or that day, one of the two.
Wait a minute. Come on, tell us. So he posted.
Y'all didn't see the thirst trap he posted up? Girl, his whole shirt off, all the tattoos. He had all the tattoos showing. And it was one of them, you know, I'm coming to get your looks. And he was like, oh, this used to be my favorite view, child. And he was laying down. And he took that picture, a selfie of himself laying down.
August is trying to get all the clout.
He tried to remind her of what she let go.
Yeah, come on now. You know he is.
Oh my God.
You know he is.
Well, wait
he like, it's okay, baby.
Did he say something? Was this a picture, a post, and then he mentioned something about the entanglement too?
It was a carousel. It was a carousel. And the picture, it was the thirst trap picture. And then there was another one in the carousel. And the caption for the whole thing, for the first picture was, this was my favorite view.
Of what?
What? Fill in the blank, child. You grown.
Whoa. August is something. You know what? He's an opportunist.
Oh, of course. He's a clout chaser. Totally. He is loving this.
Yo, come on now. How you gonna say clout chasing? That woman turned him out.
Yeah, but
that woman turned to him completely out. His nose is still wide open, as the old folks used to say.
Wait, one of my guy friends, he said whatever Jada got, he don't want none. He said he wants some regulars, you know.
right.
Them and the darn Kardashians. Whoo, child.
Jada got Will and August Alsina turned out over her. And possibly, I don't think Tupac was that. I mean, he may have loved her, but she wasn't going to do Tupac like she did these two.
No. I think she picks the right men for a certain reason. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like with Tupac, it might have been a thing. And then, like, you know, I don't think she was going to be able to control him like she wanted to be able to.
Yeah. And she had, what that man's name that was with J-Lo?
Mark Anthony.
Yeah, she had him too.
Wait, was he wrapped around her finger too?
Well, they said that down to the movie set that they was on, they was all hooked up and booed up and everything up, and so bad that Will had come down there to that their set.
Okay.
And that was not a pretty picture from what they say. Now, I don't know. I wasn't there.
Okay, Heart of Inspiration. What about the fact that I think her and MC Lyte had a little romp?
That's the other thing. It wouldn't shock me because that was like kind of the group. Like, you know, that was like, it would make sense to me.
Oh, the crew back in the 90s. Right.
Yeah. And that was the crew she was running with. I could see that.
Missy Elliott, Queen Latifah, all of those. Yeah. Because I think that's what they did.
Yeah. And do.
Yeah, you're right. Y'all better do y'all research. She done been with MC Lyte. Exactly.
Well, I think both of them go both ways.
Yeah. And I don't know. Somebody made a point too. Do you think that Jada has something on him that could destroy his career? That's why he's putting up with this from her? Or is it really love? Is he like, does he have like Stockholm syndrome or something?
You asking me or you asking AT too?
Both of y'all.
I think it's the voodoo vagina. That's what I think. But what do you think, Heart Inspiration?
I second that emotion. I think it's that, and I think again, if you've never been in a long-term narcissistic, the personality abuse, if you've never been in it, that as long as he has, and then when I know about his childhood and growing up and stuff, you're never gonna understand. And most people are gonna be like, "Oh no, it's if you've never been in it, you're just you. I can't even explain it. The mind control." So I would say Stockholm syndrome on 100. That's how bad the mind control can get.
But I was in a relationship with somebody that I would say, without a real clinical diagnosis, was a narcissist. And I mean, they beat you down and dwindle you down until you. It just happened. So I was, having this conversation with my daughter. It just happened so, I don't know, insidiously, that you don't even realize until one day you wake up and you question, like, okay, I don't know
everything.
My fingernails, like I got press on nails in different colors, because this has always been me. When I was with the particular person, I had blue fingernail polish on, and he was like, "That's ghetto. You're get." It's like, it's just polish.
Oh wow,
like, yeah, right. And then you start. I just got to a point where I could not leave the house without turning around 4 or 5 times, thinking that everything I put on was wrong. And you have to deprogram yourself, because it's so, like how I ate my French fries. One time I was eating my French fries, and he was like, "Don't eat your fries like that." And I'm like, I mean, I'm a 25-year-old woman. How should I eat my fries? It's like,
that's crazy.
And they get in your brain.
Yeah, it's nuts. So my ex narc, I was like doing something, cleaning up or whatever. It was after work. It was like a weekday. And he did not like the fact that whatever I was moving around, it was in front of the television. There was commercials on. I wasn't being rude. So whatever it was I was doing, I don't care if the TV, I don't care if the thing was on. I needed to clean up, right?
Right.
So anyway, so something. And then I was like, why don't you just lay off? Like, I'm cleaning up here so that I don't have to worry about it whenever. And I shouldn't have to explain why whatever I was cleaning up. I think the dog must have knocked something over. I don't know. Anyway, he was like, see that mouth? That's why you can't keep a man. Your father. Now, my father's been gone at that point. It was about 10 years. Your father would just be so disgusted with you. What? Now, he never met my father, but he knew how much I missed my dad and how much
that was a trigger.
Absolutely. He knew that if he said something like that, even though I knew deep in my heart it was not true, it would hit me like a gut punch and just drop me. They're very good at that.
And my narc, I like how you said narc. My narc went around and befriended my family and started saying things about, and then and I look at my family like, how did you guys even allow this to happen? But they're so clever. They're so calculating that they start turning people against you. It's sort of like what Jada's doing with Will.
Yes.
Consciously, she is turning. She has gotten him into so much mess. Look at this. That's what they do. They create chaos around you, and you're standing there telling everybody, "Wait," and it's a hard situation. I'm so glad I'm out of it. That's all I can say.
And I know people say that Jada, Will had his entanglements too and stuff like that, but at least he was able to clean his up,
Yeah, you never really knew about them. They never came out. He never, at least from what we can see, we don't know what was said behind closed doors or in between sheets. But from what we can see, they knew what it was when it was. Right. Like, they knew he wasn't leaving Jada. There was not going to be any future in this. Let's just enjoy it while we can. And that's it. Like, they knew the terms of engagement, as they say. This young man, being sick, having, substance issues and stuff like that. Like, he was just ripe, And first, if you remember that Red Table Talk, remember they said, because Will said this started out Og, so he called him like by his nickname.
Right.
Og came to us and we were caring for him as a family.
As a family. And do
I
you remember
forgot about that.
He sat down at the red table 1 year prior to exposing all of this too, in their home at that red table, while they were lovers, with her mom sitting at the table with them. Can you imagine?
But they were supposedly on a break. This is what I will say. They were on a break. Both Will said, "I was done with your ass." Like, that was Will's time to leave. Will should have ran and never looked back.
But do you believe that they were on a break, or do you believe that it was part of that whole open relationship style stuff that they
No, they were on a break.
Okay.
The look on Will's face told me that they was on a break.
Now, have you seen the behavior expert go? I was watching a video where they go through it, and they're showing that Will, he was angry and all of the different emotions, like clenching the teeth and the eyes and everything, which was interesting. He said it was real emotion with Will, that he was uncomfortable and did not like what occurred.
I mean, everybody's acting like they ain't never seen nobody ever get nothing happen. I understand where it was, and I'm not saying it was right. Mm-hmm. But to me, it's a lot for a lot of these people. It's false. Like, it's so fake. It's like, y'all know what goes on. All y'all knew about, like, Harvey Weinstein, and you just turned the other cheek. You just looked away. You knew these things were going on. There was another young actor that just came out. He was an ex-Disney kid star, and he's talking about how all the girls are basically kind of prepared for certain activities way earlier than they should be.
Really?
Yes. Like, people. So I think we're going to find out a lot, but so it's all over. It's pervasive in Hollywood. It's absolutely pervasive.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably part of how you become who you need to be, is the things that you are willing to do and the things that you have to do. And I think that they probably have to do a lot of it so that they're in the clique. How much are you willing to do?
Absolutely. Remember, so you'll get work.
Rihanna said Jay-Z told her, you have to be willing to, they were in a high rise, and he said, you have to want it so bad you would be willing to jump out of this window for it. To say something like that is just, what?
That's crazy.
Totally.
That's how these people get involved in stuff they shouldn't be. And then they get things, blackmail, all this stuff they can.
Okay. Well, I was just going to say, I appreciate you coming up. You and AT2 have given me your time, and my numbers are going down.
Okay, honey.
But thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
No, thank you for coming. You're being my co-host, and I appreciate the love and the support. But I'm going to end it here, and I will see you on when's your next broadcast. Everybody, what?
Who knows? I don't know. Probably sometime tomorrow, girl. I'll probably get on here. I can't stay away too long.
Okay, well, send me the link because I'll come over and support everybody. Introduce your channel. Give a shout out to yourself.
Oh, thanks, honey. So my channel is Heart of Inspiration, just like it's spelled. You can find me on YouTube. And our good buddy AT2 left. You can find him at AT2, just the way it sounds.
Yes, and I love when you talk about the shadow work in your cards. I'm into that.
I know.
I want to learn more about it.
Okay. All right.
Okay. I need a reading.
Okay. All right. You can schedule that too, baby.
All right. Everybody, thank you guys for joining the channel, and I'll see you on the next video. Have a great evening. Bye.